If you had to describe a nurse that went through Katrina in one word, what comes to mind?
Total strength.
Strength. That's what Charlotte Perrin says carried her through Katrina.
We ended up on the roof of one of our buildings across the street where we moved a lot of our patients to so that they could have air.
Back in '05, she served as a nurse and director of maternal services at Toro in the Garden District.
We took them on the stairs, and in some cases, if they could not walk, we brought them down on their mattresses and then brought them back up. Our babies, we were moving babies all around the hospital trying to find places that were cool enough for them. And then eventually, we were able to evacuate our babies. We had a helicopter, right? You know, so if you can imagine during that time, you're watching above and there's helicopters going all over the place, right? You're waving, are they coming here? So honestly, it's relief.
Charlotte had to not only make sure her patients made it, someone she brought into the world was by her side for it all.
My daughter was there with me, my youngest daughter, who was a freshman in high school, just starting her new school. She had just gotten a new cell phone and she was able to text. So she became like the hospital operator.
While her daughter helped communicate, Charlotte and her team worked on a plan to get patients out.
If they could drive out, every staff member took a patient and their family with them to evacuate them. And that's how we got most of our families in the OB unit out.
Is there a patient you remember most?
Yeah. One of the patients we had was a young lady who was pregnant, paralyzed. Beautiful young lady, you know, just wanted help. And we were able to do that. So we got her evacuated. For me, that was a sign that, you know, we did good by getting them out of a horrendous situation.
But there was more work to be done. Charlotte's home in New Orleans was underwater. Weeks and weeks passed. She was finally able to see her home.
I remember sitting up there and at one point just sobbing because of, you know, what was going to happen and what do we do with this? You know, what do we do with this? So I did my sobs and my cries in the house, you know, and then I got back in my car and I went back to work.
And that's all Charlotte could do. 20 years later, she serves as the VP of Business Development at University Medical Center.
For a lot of years, I really didn't think about it. You know, you go through it. It's 20 years. It still triggers me. The good news is this city has been able to come back.
20 years later, people will have a hard time getting through the day. What advice would you give them?
To keep pushing.
Aubrey Killian, WDSU News.